Alright, welcome once again to Code Hub Tutorials. We are still making progress in our website design course. In our last video, we talked about in our last video we talked about CSS selectors. I talked about the first style of selection or selecting element in CSS for styling. In this video, I'm also going to talk about the second style of selecting, or the second way of selecting HTML element in CSS. Now, this type of selection, we are going to add attributes to the HTML element. Alright, so we have two types of attributes that we are going to add to it in order for us to select them in CSS. These attributes are called classes and then what? IDs. We have class and then we have IDs. So the difference between the class and ID is that when you use a class name, you can feel free to use the name anywhere in your website. But when you use an ID, you cannot use the same name again even for a class. Okay, so IDs are special. When you use an ID, you don't reuse them again. But when you use a class name, for instance, in our navbar, we can have a class of maybe a navbar. But when we get to footer again, we can use a class of navbar to inherit the styles that we applied on our navbar. So to do that, we are going to pass the attribute onto the element. So if it's a class, we just add a class like this, and then we'll give a name to that class. So here I can call it navbar. We can add a name of what? Navbar to it. So we pass the attribute, which is class, then we add the name to it. Now, when we go to our CSS, we can now change the name from the element to the class name. All right. So we are going to say navbar. It is navbar. So we're just going to say navbar. Now let's see if the styles have taken place. You can see that the styles are no more. You cannot see the styles again. Why? Because we have a special way of selecting or using a class name. With class name, we select them by using the dot operator. So we say dot navbar. Okay, we access them using a dot. So we say dot navbar. We'll bring a dot and then the name of the class. If it is an ID, we will use a hashtag. So if it's an ID navbar, we will say slash or hashtag navbar. So this is a class, so we use what? Dot navbar. And when we go there, we can see that our style is still has come back. Okay, so let's try to add classes to each of them. So section, you can say section class, call it hero. Normally this is where we call the hero. So we have class, you can say hero dash image, and then you have class hero text. Okay, so now let's go nav. You can say dot navbar a. We are changing them to navbar a hover, and then section we called it hero, so you can say hero, and they are all taking effect. All right, yes, so they are still taking effect. We are changing them, so hero. So with this, now we changed the div here to hero image. Now with this, we don't now need to maybe call the div again. All right, we can just select the hero image just like that. Okay, we can just get rid of section div and then call it the hero image dash img, because the image is found in there, so we need to call the hero image. Now let's see. Oh, it is hero dash image. Okay, no, this hero dash image. Okay, so we have the hero dash image right here, and then hero image also here, hero image no, this is the hero. Okay, so this is hero, and then this is the hero image. All right, let's see. Good, they are looking great. All right, let's see what else do we have. Now let's add, okay, this one is called the hero text, but it's also supposed to take a form of this, so we can say comma hero dash text comma dot, because we want to apply the same style to that one as well. So good, now it is also looking the same here. Now we've been able to change our styles from the ordinary selectors to class. So here we can call dot hero image img. Okay, dot hero image img. Okay, so the section is called a hero, so we just say dot hero, and then we don't have the h1, we have the hero dash text, let me see, hero, okay, hero dash text h1, hero dash text h3. So you can copy the entire copy this one, paste it, copy this one, paste it, copy this one, paste it here. Now you still have our website like that, just that we have changed from the element selectors to the class name selectors. So we can go ahead and add our other things to our, let me leave this one. So you can say class of main, you can call it that name, class of main. And then in this div we can call it class about, but here I want us to make it an ID, so I'll change it to ID about, ID about. Okay, so then here I will change it to class ID working underscore experience. Okay, working underscore experience is the name of the ID, and then here too I'll change to ID skills. We change this to ID portfolio. Okay, now I have to add that even if you add an ID, you can still add a class to it. So ID contact, you can still add a class name to it. Okay, so let's come to the main, where we have an ID of about. We can have a class of about, a class name. You can add a class name as well to it. So now let's go and then make some changes. Okay, I'm going to call the main, that is dot main, and set the margin, which will affect every part to 30 pixels. I want them to be pushed. Okay, so you can see that it is in the middle right now. All our information have been pushed side by side in the middle. Okay, that is the main. It's too small. Let me make it 40 pixels. Okay, and then I will display everything to flex. Okay, no, okay, sorry, it's supposed to be targeted at. Okay, so I'll add a class name of about us or about me. I'll come here and say dot about me and display that one to flex, because there are about 3 elements in that. Okay, flex. So I'm going to set the width to 33%. I think they're about. Okay. Dot about dash me div. Okay, that's where I'll say display to 33%. All right, so there are individual divs inside. Do we have that? No. Okay, we have one here, but they are falling. But they are in a different place. Okay, so what I can do is to add the class names on all of these ones, to add the class names here. So I can have display to 33% right here. Yeah, but they are different. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a main container for all of them. All right, because I want all of them to be in the same container where they are going to be placed side by side, like 3 elements in one. So I have to copy this one. I remove the HR, remove this HR. Okay, so there are 3, so I'm going to copy this. I have to leave. I'll cut this one and have a main div. Okay, all right, so I put them there, and then this main div, I'll call the main div about me, and that is the class name about me. And I can now remove these ones from there. I can add this one here. Okay, good. So now you see that I have a main container which contains 3 items. That is a personal profile container, contains about me, personal information, and then contact. So I think we can now group them, and that is what we have. So let me add the read more link to all of them, so right, good. So now this is how our website is looking. Let's also arrange the education. I think I'll add education and then the skills, education, working experience, education, and then working experience also in one container. So education, working experience, education. I'll cut. So I have a div for them, and I'll call this div class of education container. Alright, so I'll still apply this same command, the same styles on them. Education container. But this time around there are two, so I'm just going to set them to 50%. Alright, that is education container divs, the div inside the educational container. So let's see. Okay, so here they are. I think I should rather bring the skills because educational container has a table so I'll just bring this one here. So I just need to restructure these websites. Alright, it's not always smooth. You need to restructure them to how, arrangement is key. You need to arrange your website in a way that will be easy for people to navigate. Alright, so I have them right here. Okay. And then I'm going to center everything. Okay, so you can just restructure the website. This HTML. You can restructure them, arrange them how you want to arrange them, and then we will come back to the CSS to add our styles to it in our next video. So this is how far we've come, and we're going to do one more video to complete the website, the styles on the website, and then we'll move on to our next video. So if you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like the videos, comment, share your ideas, and let us know how we can how we can fix other things. If you have some concerns, make sure to ask your questions in the comment section. I'll come and read them, and then I'll answer them for you. All right, so thank you for watching this video. We meet in our next video.